Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keyboard Kings. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Logitech G213 Prodigy keyboard and do a quick unboxing. So if you're a gamer or casual typist looking for a mid-range budget keyboard, then you should definitely take a look at the Logitech G213. There's a lot going for this keyboard for its price range. So in this video, I'm going to go over the layout, the build, and everything about this keyboard and let you know what I think about it. So the design and build quality of this keyboard is actually pretty good, especially for the price of this keyboard. It's definitely an entry-level gaming keyboard. Actually pretty decent. It's very minimalistic, simple, elegant, dark, and just all around great to look at. If you're expecting something flashy or something overtly gaming design, that's not what this is, but it definitely has a lot going. There's pretty much no flex to this keyboard as you're bending it. The frame is high quality plastic material. When bending the key, pushing the keyboard, it does have a slight flex, not really much to notice, but if you're like really trying to look for it, it does have a slight flex to the keyboard, but it's still, you can tell it's high quality. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's definitely not as heavy as you'd expect. But when you're looking at the keycaps to this keyboard, they're definitely super smooth, and the legends on this keyboard, if you rub them a little bit, you can tell that they're slightly raised off the keycap, but barely raised. The RGB on this keyboard is actually a little bit dull compared to other keyboards. If you compare it to other keyboards from Razer or Corsair, you're going to be there's quite a brightness difference. But overall, the lighting is still pretty decent for an entry-level gaming keyboard. And if you're gaming in low light, then the RGB actually looks pretty good. These switches are membrane keys, of course. This is a membrane keyboard. Keys aren't super mushy feeling, so if you're not into that type of feel of a membrane keyboard and you're just looking for a keyboard on a budget, this one actually isn't too bad. It actually feels pretty good to type on. The switches aren't super silent like some membrane keyboards. There's slight noise to them, but not like a mechanical keyboard. But overall, for a membrane keyboard, I do like the feel of these switches. The power cable on this keyboard is a nice braided power cable, and it's 6 foot long, so you got plenty of length for if your keyboard's far away or you need to move around, you got plenty of length. So some of the features of this keyboard is you've got the keyboard feet on the back to make it just a little bit more ergonomic. You have the spill resistant keys, so if you have a drink next to you while you're playing your game and you spill a little bit on it, you shouldn't have to worry too much because it should be durable enough to handle small spills. This keyboard is awesome because it has the extra multimedia keys, so if you're somebody that is into that, some people it's a deal breaker if the keyboard doesn't have multimedia keys. You'll see it does have volume up, has the mute button, volume up and down, got the stop button, fast forward, play, pause, got the light button, and it's got game mode, all on separate dedicated keys. Of course, it also has RGB lighting as another great feature. It's not as bright as some other RGB keyboards, but in the low light area, it looks pretty nice. But if you got lights on, then it doesn't look that great. It also has a palm rest attached to it. So if you're somebody that likes to be able to rest your palm while you're typing, then that's something that this keyboard has. But if you're someone that doesn't like the look of the palm rest, it's not detachable, so fortunately you're stuck with it. And then it also has key rollover, has 6 key rollover, so you can be typing up to 6 keys at once, and the computer should be able to register all of the keys, which again is great for gaming because you're going to be needing to press a lot of keys at once while you're playing your game. So in terms of programmability, you have 12 function keys on the top row, which you can assign to different programs and methods to each one of these keys, utilized for daily tasks of the game. And then, like I said, the multimedia keys is another great thing about this keyboard. It's got everything you could want for the multimedia. But for somebody that cares about having dedicated keys towards the multimedia buttons, then this is definitely a keyboard that you should take a look at. Looking at the Logitech V-Hub customization. So with this software, you can manipulate the lighting effects as well as the keys. It's really intuitive software, and it lets you create a lot of complex combinations of effects on the Logitech keyboards. However, there are only 5 illumination zones on this keyboard, so you're not going to be completely free while you're creating your lighting effects. You have the ability to change the colors the way you want, but only in 5 different panels. If you want to customize each of the keys to emit different lighting, that wouldn't be possible. But I think it's good enough for a reasonably priced keyboard such as this one. If you're looking for complete and utter effect optimization ability, then you're going to have to look for a different keyboard that is more expensive than this one. But if you're happy with just smaller customizability options, but a lot cheaper keyboard, then this is definitely one that you'd be interested in. So how does the Logitech G13 compare to the K360 or the K120, G513, etc.? So the Logitech is a great keyboard in general. It comes for a very small price and packs a lot of features inside of the keyboard for this price. But if you put it against some other keyboards for the same price, you're going to realize how great this keyboard is in its price range. So in comparison to other Logitech keyboards, this keyboard ranks fairly higher in terms of features and quality as compared to the Logitech K60 or the K120, which are both cheaper but not by a lot. So those ones are all similar priced. This one outshines both the K360 and the K120. We compare the G213 to another heavyweight gaming keyboard by Logitech, like its successor, the G513. You're going to obviously see that the G513 is a better keyboard. But if we take a look at the value that you get from both keyboards, you're going to see that this keyboard has a better price to value ratio, a better bang for your buck. So the G513 is more expensive, it's got more features, it's overall better keyboard. This is a better bang for your buck type of situation. You get a lot of features and it's a lot cheaper than the other keyboard. So it all depends on your budget, which one you should get. So some frequently asked questions: is the Logitech G213 mechanical or membrane? And like I said, this is a membrane keyboard. So if you're looking for a mechanical keyboard, then this isn't the keyboard that you want. Is the Logitech G213 Prodigy compatible with PS4 or Xbox One? And this keyboard, the Logitech Prodigy, was not designed to be compatible with PS4 or Xbox One, and some users actually report problems when they're trying to connect with third-party devices such as the Zim Apex. Is the Logitech G213 waterproof? It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. So you can't submerge it in water, but if you spill something on it, it'll be alright. Is the Logitech G213 good for gaming? And it's actually pretty decent for gaming. It's got the 6-key rollover, so that's pretty much essential with gaming. So it's definitely recommended for a beginner if you are new to PC gaming or computer and mouse, it's definitely geared towards a beginner. If you've been PC gaming for a while, then you might want to get something a little bit better. I would definitely recommend a mechanical keyboard for gaming. But if you're into membrane keyboards, I think this is actually a good keyboard for gaming if you're into membrane. Does the Logitech G213 have onboard memory? The Logitech G213 doesn't have onboard memory, so when you're making configurations, it utilizes information stored on the G-Hub software. So if you uninstall this program or use a different keyboard, different computer, all the settings will return to the default setting for the keyboard. What switches does the Logitech G213 use? It uses the G-Mech-Dome membrane switches that were designed to feel a lot like Cherry MX Brown switch, which that's pretty much what it feels like. What does the game mode do on the Logitech G213? So there's a little button up there on the top of the keyboard that will switch it to game mode, and basically what this does is it allows you to disable keys that might interfere with your game, such as the window key and menu key. So when you're playing a game, you might accidentally bump one of those keys, it pops up a window and gets in your way. The game mode basically turns all that off, and so you won't accidentally pop something up. Basically kind of like the do not disturb mode on your phone. It's similar to that. Is the Logitech G213 wireless? It's not wireless. It has a wired connection, so if you're looking for a wireless keyboard from Logitech, you might want to check out the G613. I find wires to be a little bit better, more reliable than the wireless, so I actually prefer wires, but depending on your setup, you might prefer wireless. So you can check out the G13, which is similar to this one, but wireless. The cable on this one is a nice braided cable, so it's high quality wired keyboard. So in conclusion, if you're looking for a nice budget keyboard that's membrane and decent for gaming, then you should definitely check this keyboard out. Cheap and high quality, and it's got RGB. So in my opinion, for this price range, I think it's definitely worth it. But let me know in the comments what you think about this keyboard, and if this video was helpful, make sure to press the thumbs up button and also subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.